This is the plaintiff, Christina Smith. She says she and the defendant have been friends since high school, and she borrowed $1 from her to buy a lottery ticket. And when she won $50, the defendant snatched it out of her hand and stole it. The defendant wanted to split the winnings with her. She refused, and so here they are. She's suing for $50, the amount of the winning lottery ticket. This is the defendant, Natasha Wright. She says she and the plaintiff scratched off lottery tickets a lot together. And when the plaintiff hit a $50 winner with the dollar she gave her, naturally they were going to split it. The plaintiff, however, tried to take it. She got it back, and since it was her dollar that hit, she's keeping the money. She's accused of scratching a longtime friend the wrong way.
All parties, please raise your right hand. People's Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marilyn Milian is now presiding. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Ms. Smith, you are suing your high school best friend, Ms. Wright, for $50 in lottery winnings that you feel are rightfully yours. Tell me what happened.
All right, we met up well, we didn't really meet up. I was in the store and she so happened to be there. So we ended up talking a little bit.
Now, are you still in high school? You passed high school? How old are you guys?
No, we graduated already.
Okay, how long ago did you graduate?
2018.
Okay, so are you still close friends, or you've kind of gone your own ways and you haven't seen each other?
Yeah, so everyone graduated. Everyone just basically went their own ways.
Okay, so you see her, you strike up a conversation, and what happens?
I was buying things, but I only had my card on me. Then I asked her for $1 because I wanted to buy one of the little dollar scratch-offs. So I ended up buying one. She gave me the $1.
She gave you the $1, then you bought the ticket, and then what happened?
Scratch off. We still were talking. I was scratching it off right there as we were still talking. And then I said, oh, I won $50. So I was going to cash it out. I went to go cash it, got the 50, and she's looking at me like I'm supposed to give it to her, or as if like,
Did she say
I get something
anything?
too. Basically, either we can split that or it's mine.
And then you said?
Neither, because I asked you for the $1 and I bought the scratch off. If I won $2, she wouldn't worry about it probably.
Right.
But I so happened to win $50. So,
okay.
A little more money now. Everyone wants a little piece.
So what ends up happening? She snatches it out of your hand?
Yes, because we were arguing about it at first and she ended up snatching it out of my hand. But I didn't want to fight because we're in the store. So I'm like, you know what? Keep it. Keep it all.
And then you filed a small claims case against her?
I surely did, because she needs to understand my point of view.
Okay, now, Ms. Wright, let me hear your point of view.
I believe that regardless, we used to do this when we were young, when we were friends. We would buy scratch-offs together and split the money. But now because she won $50, she doesn't want to split it. And I felt like it was a rude gesture of her to pull out her wallet and accept it herself.
Well, can I ask you, what was it you used to do when you were friends in high school? What do you mean we used to split it?
Yeah, majority of the time I would purchase the ticket and we would still split the earnings if we won. But now, we just ran into each other. We were talking. I figured that we would split it still. And she was already taking out her wallet, put it in hers. So I assumed like she was being a little rude, snatched it back. And then we kind of had the dispute from there on.
So you snatched the 50, and then have you two talked to each other since then? Have you communicated?
Nah, I only texted her after, you could keep it. So.
And then you haven't talked since then?
No.
Even when you were coming to the People's Court, you didn't talk to each other?
Well,
go ahead.
We had a falling out before this in high school, but when we split parts, we just haven't stood really in close contact, just high and by.
Okay. So, Ms. Wright, let me ask you a question. Why do you feel like you're entitled to the $50?
Because I purchased it with my order.
What was it that she said to you before you handed her $1?
She said, can I have $1 to buy a scratch off? So I purchased it with my money. And
I'm sorry, who
it with my
purchased
order.
the ticket? Did she purchase it or did you purchase it?
No, I bought it for her.
No, did you give her $1 and she went to the counter, or you went to the counter and bought her a scratch off? Which is it?
No, it was included in what I was purchasing already.
So she said, buy me a scratch off, and you went ahead and included it in your purchase.
Right.
So according to you, what were your exact words, Ms. Smith?
And I borrowed $1 so you could give me the scratch off. And then the guy handed me the scratch off as she was purchasing her items.
Okay, did she say yes? Did she say, what did she say? Did she say yes?
Yeah, she said yes, like, sure. Okay, I got you.
Was there ever a point in time when you said to Ms. Smith, yes, but just like high school 3 years ago, if you win, we'll split it?
No, I did not. But we sat there together like we normally would.
I know. I understand your feeling that it was kind of rude because there you are. But by the same token, I kind of hear what she's saying legally. Ms. Smith, when you were in high school, did you guys split the winnings?
Yeah, if we win like $10, I'll get 5 and 5.
So why are you so rude? Here she bought you the ticket, you win. Why wouldn't it be the perfect thing to do? Do you guys have so many friends that you don't care about each other? Because the perfect thing to do is to say, what are you doing now? Let's take this $50 and go buy ourselves a great dinner. You know, that's the thing to do with it. Why would you think shoving it in your wallet is right? And why would you think snatching it out of her hand is right? There are, you know, there's old friends, there are new friends, but the old friends are like something really special, you know?
Yeah.
Look at you two.
I mean, like, yeah, you know, hopefully after this, we will rekindle our relationship. So I just want her to see my point of view.
No, there's nothing that rekindles a relationship like litigation.
Good lawsuit. Always brings it back together.
A good lawsuit it just brings back all those good feelings from high school. Did you mentioned a falling out in high school. Did you ever repair the falling out you talked about?
We did.
All right, this is kind of sad.
We spoke after that, and we we already had gotten to relationships. We just split ways, and we still only spoke when we seen each other. So after this, it kind of tore us apart.
Yep. All right. Here's what's going to happen. Ms. Wright, I am finding in favor of Ms. Smith. Because for me, it's just a legal analysis where I'm supposed to figure out if this was something that she had agreed to split with you or not. She never agreed to split it with you. She asked you to give her $1 and buy her a scratch off, and that's buying her a scratch off, not buying you a scratch off, not buying both of you a scratch off. That's buying her a scratch off. So that's legally correct, okay? Ms. Smith, I got to talk to you about what's morally correct. If it's true that you guys used to split it all the time, I can understand why Ms. Wright was kind of hurt. It felt like you were just kind of moving on. Thank
you, Judge.
But I kind of feel like you owe Ms. Wright.
I could give her $1 out of the scratch off.
Oh, that's really big of you. But it's really an all or nothing kind of thing because you didn't ask to borrow $1. You asked her, hey, give me $1 and buy me a scratch off. And she was doing that. If you'd have lost, she wouldn't have said, you owe me $1. So it's an all or nothing. But just like it's all or nothing legal, it's all or nothing moral, too. You really feel good about just taking these $50 and not splitting it with her?
For me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I mean, I looked at it like, all right, she did me a favor.
You won.
I appreciate it.
I'm ruling in your favor in the amount of $50. However, Ms. Smith, don't you think that you should take her out to dinner or lunch or something? Or I don't know if you're old enough to drink drinks with that $50. Don't you think that that's a better spending of $50? Think about it. The $50 you won at the People's Court. What is the best thing? What is the best story you can tell your grandkids? That you two went out and patched your ways. My verdict is for the plaintiff in the amount of $50. Go patch your ways.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. Thank you.
So the plaintiff wins the $50. Let's see how the litigants feel about it. Ms. Wright, are you upset about that? I mean, how do you feel? Well, obviously surprised you got sued.
I'm upset. I was very surprised when I got sued for it. I believe that I was right still, but I'll just take whatever the judge says.
Can you still be friends with her? How about that?
I could still be friends with her. I can see us becoming friends again, but right now I'm a little upset that I lost this case.
Okay. Well, I'm not surprised. Not at all. All right, Ms. Smith, it's up to you. You heard the judge. She thinks you ought to invite Ms. Wright out to lunch or some dinner or something. What do you think you're going to do?
I totally agree with her. No, I'm not going to keep the money no more. She's absolutely right. Now I'm going to take her out to dinner.
Good for you. All right. Well, hope it patches things up. Maybe Ms. Wright will be happy with that. All right, Ms. Smith, good luck to you. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's a happy ending for that. Unusual, but that's cool. Harvey, how about that?
Doug, we see it so much that somebody gives somebody something and they figure, oh, well, it's just $1, and then find out that, well, somebody just won big on the lottery and all of a sudden they get greedy. Well, in a situation like this, if you give somebody the money, you really got to prove, especially if it's $1. That doesn't feel like a loan. So make it clear if you're doing something like this, think about it as if you're going to win. So send a text or a follow-up if you really think the person is just buying the ticket for you.
Are you glad you waited till you were older to get married and have children? I got married and had my first child at 19. I always wondered how different life would be if I had waited until I was older to have children.
Well, you know, when you look back, you can't regret anything you've done, right? Because you're happy with the life that you have. But I have always counseled my children to wait to get married. I just think you're a different person at 20 than you are,
No question.
you know, later.
I was, 36 years old when I had my first child or something?
We were 30, yeah, when we had our first child. But there's drawbacks to that too, you know. We're sitting around here dying for grandkids, and our kids are like, oh no, remember when you said that, you know.
And you're the oldest parents in the school.
And we're the oldest parents in the school. I remember my youngest was mortified. How old are you? Right. You're so old. Everybody else's mom is so young.
So do you ever have any regrets about maybe not having a fourth child?
Yes.
Do?
All the time.
3 wasn't enough.
No. I would have been a fourth girl, and I would have been delighted.
Right.
Right. Yeah. No, I do think about that.
I wonder something.
Yeah. That's the first time we have said that to each other.
I know.